Conor McGregor, say what you want about him, still one of the main attractions in combat sports, right? One of the top three. You can say Canelo, you can say AJ, you can say Conor McGregor. Talks about him and Pacquiao. Now, Pacquiao is the type of guy that, in my opinion, would fight anybody, and obviously he's on his way out, Barack, so he needs to cash out. He needs the big payday. We all know what's going to happen in that fight. We know that, Pacquiao is not going to play with Conor for 10 rounds the way Floyd Mayweather did. He's going in there for the kill, so it's going to be a massacre. I don't care what people think about how old Pacquiao is or how much smaller he is than Conor McGregor. Going to be a massacre, but the average person is going to be intrigued by this, and the fight will make money, and Pacquiao will go home with more money than he would fighting anybody in the boxing. And those
absolutely. I don't even think that if this wasn't even a sanctioned fight where it goes on his record, I don't even think Pacquiao would care. I think Floyd did a smart thing with carrying him for 10 rounds, because after the fight, no one even questioned, no one said anything about, oh, no, you're not really 50-0. Maybe a couple of people. But the narrative beforehand was, this does not count, Floyd. But because McGregor looked so good in the fight and lasted so long, not too many people complained about that not being a real fight, and it shouldn't count towards 50-0 beating Rocky Marciano. So I think Pacquiao, he doesn't really care. He loves the sport. He knows he's 41 years old. He needs to make a little bit more money before he leave, and he takes every fight seriously. So he's going to go in there, and the same way he knocked Thurman down in the first round, taking the fight seriously, he's probably going to do the same thing with McGregor.
Yeah. Only thing, he'll finish the fight at that point. Right. Now, listen, in cut one here, right, UFC Dana White, the head of UFC, he talks in a post-fight presser about that when a reporter brings up Pacquiao. Conor, take a listen.
Conor tweeted, "I accept," in a Filipino language. He's under the same management team as Manny Pacquiao, which started a lot of rumors.
I don't care about any of that.
All right. Again, the arrogance in Dana's White's voice irks me to my heart and soul. I can't take it sometimes. I'm sorry. But in any case, what is he insinuating, Barack, that no deals are going to be made without him, so he doesn't care about what people are talking about? Is that what that response was about?
When you look at that response through hating eyes, yes, that's exactly what that response is about. But no, that response is about, I'm busy bringing my sport back, keeping my fighters safe. No one's brought that to me. I don't really care about that. I got bigger fish to fry at the moment.
Yep.
When it's brought to me, I'll deal with it.
He's lying. He doesn't have bigger fish to fry. He's lying. If that fight were to be made, it's the biggest fight that would be on his hands. And for the UFC, monetarily. Stop it. Stop acting like you're bigger than everything. Stop it. It's a big fight if it happens. And in fact, both fighters, right? Since you think the brand, the UFC, is so massive, right? Both those fighters individually will be more valuable to a promotion than a UFC or anybody else. So the fact that they'll be going back and forth with one another on social media is the biggest and most valuable promotional tool of that event, should it ever happen.
Yeah, but the thing is that Conor retired once again. So I believe if he does this fight with Manny Pacquiao, it would probably have nothing to do with Dana White. So why should he care anyway?
Because he cares. That's the reason that response came out like that, because it bothers him. Maybe that's going through his mind, like, wow, can Conor come back and me have nothing to do with this mega showdown? Of course that bothers him. Of course he's losing sleep at night over that. That's why he responded that way.